Hello, lovely people. It has been a little while since I've done a crafty video, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, my crafty mojo just kind of took a vacation, and it hasn't come back. It just hasn't returned yet. So this is my newest Junktilda 2024. I don't know if this is going to be the official sign for it or if I am going to add anything. I don't know. So this notebook came from Stephanie G here on YouTube. I'll try and tag her. Sometimes it brings me to a bunch of different other Stephanies. So I got this, and she got me some eye pencils from the Dollar Tree because she knows that I enjoy them, and she found different colors. So we'll play with some of those. I'm going to do something different in this one. I'm not going to crunch all the pages up because although I love the crunchy pages, right? We all love the crunchy pages. It's really hard to craft when the book gets to be like this because it's so fluffy. So we're just going to kind of ease our way into something here. I'm going to find some stuff to use. Some stuff. Look at these eco prints. If you sent me these, I don't remember who did, but I love them. So I might put an eco print here, maybe. Or I got a lot of paper. Ooh, I like this. I like that paper for this. So yeah, my crafty mojo just really, I don't know, just took off. And I've been like in work mode. I've been in get things listed and get packs put together and get ready for the live sale. And that's kind of like the zone I'm in right now. So try and bring back some of this creative goodness to our lives, and you know, try and get back into doing something. I made clusters the other day, and that helped. You know, that was fun, going through my scraps and my bits, and I didn't make a video of it, and I was going to, but I was working so slow. I mean, I'm a slow crafter, but I was working like so slow that you would have fallen asleep probably before the second cluster was done. So yeah, so I did with my clusters. Let me find. I'll show you one in a few minutes. What I did was I used scraps and I used lace bits. I've got like pieces of lace that are, you know, 6 inches long that I could just use pieces off of, you know. So I did that, and that worked out well with the lace. And then for the focal point, I put one of my little yearbook photos, which I have packs of those yearbook photos in my Etsy shop, and I'll be putting them in my Ko-fi store too. And if you're new to my life, I started up a Ko-fi shop, and I have been posting things in there. It's my handmade stuff and my kits. I can't put, Ko-fi is only handmade, so I can't put books, but I have been listing a ton of books to my Etsy shop for collectors and for artists. I've put a lot of books in my Etsy, so go check that out. The link is down below. And then you know what else I did? And I did it because I thought that I could have a lot of fun with it, is I started a Pinterest page for my business, which I also have in my link tree. So yeah, I haven't added my stuff there yet, but I will. And I've been adding, you know, I did add a few pins to it so far, but I just thought it would be a fun way to get some of the word out, you know, some of the things that I'm doing. Because, I mean, I'm going to toot my own horn here for a second. I do think that I have some good ideas once in a while, and I do like to share those ideas, and I feel like Pinterest is one other way I can I can share them, you know, with the world, the crafty world, the people who want to make stuff out of junk. I feel like I can help those people, you know. So yeah, check out all my stuff. And I do not remember who gave me this stuff. If it was you, just leave me a comment. And I know that this envelope that I just pulled all this out of, it's mixed, so I know there's stuff from many people in it. So I might use some of your stuff, or, you know, I might use some of somebody else's stuff. Dad is? Yeah. As soon as I start this. As soon as I start a video. Alrighty. So my husband called, and like he was trying to get a hold of me, and we're fixing up the ice cream truck. So while he was on the phone with me, I just glued some of these scrapbook paper pieces that I had. These are just scrapbook papers, although they feel like fabric, so I'm wondering if these were actually stickers. Because, you know, like I have some fabric-y stickers like this. Let me see. See if I peel this up. Nope. Nope, it's paper. That's okay, I'm going to cover that up with this piece. See, look at that. No scrap is safe. No scrap is safe. And I'm just going to cut off this little corner, and we're going to do what we always do and not waste anything. So, yeah. So I'm excited for the ice cream truck this year. It'll be nice. You know, the extra few dollars that it brings in is very helpful, even though it's 4,050 degrees in there all summer long. It's still fun to see the kids and to watch them grow up. And now, if you're new here, I do this and I fold it over onto the other side everywhere that I can. And if it's on the side or the top, I'll make it into a little tab and just do it that way. But this is on the bottom, and you can't really make tabs on the bottom, okay? Now, what can I put right here? Maybe I can put this guy. This came in Happy Mail. I mean, it fits, but it would cover up most of my pretty flower one here. So let's see. Nope. Try and with love. That's pretty ink. Somebody stamped that out. Ooh, that's pretty, huh? Like, I got so much stuff. I've got so much fun stuff to play with. It's like Christmas every time, because I forget what I own. I forget what I have. Napkin. Ooh, I like this paper. That's like a hand marbled. That's definitely some kind of hand marbled paper. Now this here, you're going to fold. I would usually go right across. And I mean, I guess that I could. I guess that I could go right across. Like, you know, let's try that. So we went to the dentist today, and everybody's got a clean bill of teeth, you know, which is good. It's good to get a clean bill of teeth. This here, though, I'm probably going to have to cut, because you cannot fold it under in the crease of the page. So yep, clean bill of teeth. Then we went to a quote-unquote church yard sale, which ended up being in some ritzy-ass neighborhood at someone's house, and it was no church yard sale. There were no 10-cent kitchen utensils and 25-cent books. It was more like expensive yard sale. So I bought a roll of tickets there, and I got, is it Dad? Or you just bring me the phone? Oh, I thought you said you were going to just, let me see if I can. All right, I guess I go.
I said I was going to just bring you the phone.
So Yep, something. Yeah, it's a paper clip. So I got that, and I got a couple of pads of, like, I don't know, organizer paper, maybe, like, just different type of paper, okay, just different. I have a thing for different types of paper, and I've been putting together a lot of packs, and I've been making journals, and, you know, it's making me feel like I'm running out of paper. Trust me, I'm not running out of paper, but that weird little voice in the back of my head's like, hoard all the paper. Get all the paper and hoard it like a paper hoarder. So that's what I'm doing. I'm listening to that little voice in there. You know? I like this little address card. That's cute. That is a cute little address card. I am just gluing. Okay, I don't know. Like, I don't really have a purpose. I think I have things to glue. I think I have things from my kids. I just don't know where they are. I thought I brought them down, but maybe not, because they're not in my big basket here. I don't think I have them in my big basket. I got some nice paper, though, and I got a magazine, and I got some other papery things. Ooh, I got some more smileys. I have painty papers from other people. Ooh, this is from Sharon Marlowe. Look at how gorgeous that is. She is so talented. This is fabric. That would make a gorgeous cover, right? So we might have to do something with that somewhere else. We might have to make that into a cover somewhere down the road. Let me see if I want to... Ooh, I could put this up at the top and start it over on this side. So it's like, you know, askew from the bottom. Don't mind my chippy nail polish. Believe it or not, I painted my nails about a week ago. And that's all that's chipped off. And I am going to tell you what the secret is. The secret is, first of all, buy yourself gloves to wash dishes with. I know it sucks, but you will get used to it. I've stopped washing dishes without gloves on. I mean, I'll do some, but if I'm doing like a full load of dishes, like what's in my sink right now, I'm putting the gloves on. And when you paint your nails, you got to paint the tip with the brush, with polish, and with a clear coat, okay? So that's the trick, and the nail polish quality does matter. I have been discovering this, and the nail polish that I used was OPI that I got at TJ Maxx, and it is awesome. So there's my beauty tip for the day, since I'm such a beauty queen. Coffee break. Oh, let's go ahead and stick one of these things. Oh, it's white. I kind of want it to be not white. I might put these aside. This weekend is the Craftathon with Shelly and I on Zoom. You had to buy tickets for it. You had to buy a ticket for it at the live sale we had for our dear friend Janet at the beginning of the month. So I'm going to be working on painting papers, and maybe I'll dye these with some ink this weekend. Maybe we'll put that aside. Well, let's look through our die cuts. Oh, look at this little paper. Look at that little paper. It goes with my green. I'm putting this aside to go into my green journal. I guess I should have done that with these too, since I'm collecting things for a green journal. I like the little lady. Is she a sticker? Like, I'm kind of wishing... Ooh, she's a sticker! She's a sticker! She's gonna go right her. Oh, yeah. She is a sticker. Yeah, girl. Get it, girl. I like these tags, and I like the pocket, and this is gonna go somewhere on here. People who go through the trouble of making beautiful tags are the real artists, okay? I make basic tags. I make them out of my masterboards, or my favorite, is file folders. And I also make them out of my master boards that are on file folders. So you get, you know, you got the option of all 3 of those things. So, and then I don't embellish them much. I embellish journal cards more than I embellish tags. So I just had a kit, you know, my spring kit was full of journal cards. I like her, and I like her wrapper. Not full of it. Okay, I put like 2 or 3, I think, in each spring kit. Collaging on the journal cards just really relaxes me. I haven't done it lately, but a few years ago when I made about 3 zillion. It was the middle of summer, and it was 470,000 degrees outside. Look at that fabric. Oh, that's great. So it was like 470,000 degrees outside, and I was gluing my book pages. I was making my own paper, all right, where I glue my book pages down all together, and I just make this huge piece, and then I put like a lined paper or a white paper or whatever. That's a cool tag, huh? It's got like the little carbon copy stuff. I'm gonna put that aside. So I glued all of the paper together, and then I glued the pieces. I glued the big giant sheet onto a backing of some kind of lined or tea-dyed paper to be able to write on the back of it. So I did that, and sorry, I'm trying to find a paper that would be nice on the edge there. Oh, I've got some of these. So I did that. And then I just cut them up into all different size squares. And some of them I rounded the corners, some of them I didn't. And then once they were squares, I collaged on them. I put little tags, little label die cuts that I had. So you can write whatever label you want on the journal card, you know. And I kind of just been hoarding them and just like sprinkling them around in projects here and there. But recently I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start doing stuff with these. So I did. I just started putting them in my kits. So these pages, these come from scrapbook pads. And it's so funny because like this was given to me. Somebody sent me scrapbook paper, which is awesome. But when I buy these pads somewhere, these things get cut up and put into kits. So it's like when someone gifts it to me, I'm like, oh, I can use it. But when I get it myself from someplace, I'm like, no, I have to, those have to be sold into a kit. I don't know where the logic comes from. I started crocheting about a couple of months ago. I think I started in January. So I started crocheting, and so far I've made a whole bunch of flowers. I'm working on a blanket for myself, and I made a basket. Oh, and hearts too. I'm pretty good at hearts too. So I made a basket, and next, what I'm working on like tonight and stuff is a basket for my daughter. She wants mine is kind of small, and she wants one too that's about the same size. So I'm going to make her one, and I might make my youngest daughter a basket too. But I really like the basket. So then I found a tutorial this morning for granny squares. So I want to make granny square purses. I want to make some granny square bags because I just love purses and I love crochet purses. So that's something I can handle right now. I have some stuff to make myself like a, I don't know what they call it, but I've got a book full of upholstery samples, and I want to sew myself a bag with those samples, but my sewing machine and my brain isn't in the zone to learn my new sewing machine. So, and I really have to be in the zone. I really cannot just wing it on, I really have to be in the mindset to to start working on that sewing machine. And it's going to be awesome because I have the book for it, which is awesome. And the book is totally, totally great. And until I am ready, it's just going to wait. So I want to crochet some bags in the meantime, and I want to do them out of granny squares. And then also, I like to wear chunky headbands, and I'm wearing one right now, and I crocheted one. It was one of the first things I did. I crocheted a headband, and I screwed it all up. It wasn't, it was far from perfect by any means. But I'm like, well, it's a start, so I want to make myself some chunky headbands too. And I want to do that because the ones I have that are made out of fabric, I am learning that the elastic is only so good in those, and they fall out of my head way too easily. And my head didn't shrink, okay? Trust me. This big fat noggin has not gotten any smaller. No part of me in the last 6 months has gotten any smaller, all right? So I am going to work on some headbands for myself. And I'm going to sell, I was thinking about selling some of my hearts. Hey, these are awesome because I'm using up a lot of my greeting cards in my membership packs. So I'm going to need greeting cards so I can embellish those a little bit. I'm going to sell some of my flowers. I'm going to sell packs of flowers, I think. That is so cool. I don't know what that is. That is so cool. So yeah, I'm going to do flowers, and I am going to, I'm going to color the white on this while we chat. And maybe hearts too, I don't know, maybe I'll sell baskets. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what the market is for crocheted baskets. It's not like a wicker basket where it's stiff. It's a floppy. It's like a bag. It's like a tote. Really. Although I did purchase from the Dollar Tree some macrame cord. And I'll bet you that would make a stiffer basket. I'm sure after going through the macrame cord that I already have, that I got ripped off from the Dollar Tree one. But I like it, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to use it. But I spent like a fortune in Dollar Tree macrame cords. So yeah, and it's like the natural colors. It's the gray and the nude and the black colored cords. So, it's nice. And whoa, pencil. Hey, look, it matches my color, my nails. Not on the paper, but the pencil thing. So yeah, I'm going to make a bag out of that too. And this marble paper really just makes me happy. I'm putting this over there because it's going to go in my green journal stuff. And this one, oh, that one has got blue though. I got to figure out how to do this. This is like incredible. I love marbling. I've always loved marbling. Even when I was a little kid, I used to do whatever I could to marble things. So yeah, crocheting has been a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. These would be fun for clusters. Y'all, see, like, we're going to go through stuff while we're doing this, I guess. This is going to clusters, and I think this little bag of die cuts is going to go to clusters, too. It's got some book corners and stuff. We're going to put it all in the cluster pile, and we'll go through it after. But, yeah, I'm having fun. I'm having fun. Crocheting is just a lot. I don't know, I just think it's very relaxing. Look, I have another piece of this scrapbook paper I could have put. I think it's very relaxing, and the end product makes it, really makes you, really makes it worthwhile. Like in your mind, you're like, oh hey, look, I did something that was very relaxing, and I have a product and result, So that's where I am with crocheting. And I'm just so excited because, like, there's so many things that I've seen in my life, and I'm like, oh, that crochet thing is so gorgeous. I'm going to find somebody, you know, maybe my mom will make it because my mom crochets. She's totally going to watch this video. But my mom crochets what's convenient for my mom to crochet. She don't take orders, okay? So needless to say, I have 725 scarves, about 345 hats. So does she, though. So, like, it's not just me. And she just made me a shawl that she has to finish one arm on. And then I will be gifted the shawl. But she crochets what she wants to, which is great. You know, it's fine. And we went to Hobby Lobby last week, and Hobby Lobby yarn surpasses the other stuff by a long shot. And they only sell their brand. So I was trying to figure out who makes the Hobby Lobby yarn. The only thing I could find was it was manufactured by Hobby Lobby, and I really tend to doubt that. But in my process of doing that, I found a Reddit thread of people talking about Hobby Lobby discontinuing the other brands of yarn to only carry their own. And I just think it's really funny because this was like, I don't know, 2011 or something, or 2012 that I guess they got rid of all of the other brand yarns. And now it's like their yarn is the best, you know, and everybody who buys their yarn agrees that it's like the best. It's definitely not created equal. Let me see if I've got another pencil. Yep, I got a brown one. It's not created equal to other yarn. It is definitely like Red Heart and Joanne's version of Red Heart that I tried. I haven't tried anything from Michael's, but I've had a lot of the Red Heart stuff. Their cotton is incredible. Their cotton yarn is amazing, amazing. I like Dollar Tree's cotton yarn too, but I bought some of the Hobby Lobby like multicolored. Oh, because I'm also making rags. And if you've never washed anything with a crocheted rag, you are really missing out. Like, I used to clean a house for a woman, and her mother-in-law lived with her, and I would care for her mother-in-law on the weekends. She was old, like in her 90s. And her dementia set in pretty good. So she needed somebody there to make sure she took her medications when Liz and her husband, that's the woman I cleaned for, when they would go away for the weekend, because their kids lived a couple hours away, and they would go there most weekends. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'd go twice a day and take care of Helen. And she would crochet me rags, and she started doing that long before I would go up there. She started doing this when I first started cleaning for Liz, which was, I don't know, I cleaned for her like for 6 or 7 years. It was a long time that I cleaned for Liz. And I had quite a few of her rags over the years, and they were all crocheted, and you cannot beat a crocheted rag. You cannot beat a crocheted rag to clean anything with. They have got a great texture. Look at, I have a whole collection of this marble stuff. They have got a great texture. If anybody knows how to make this, tell me. And because they have a great texture, they work amazing on, I think these are those bags that come from Cracker Barrel. I'm totally going to put it on a page. They're textured so they scrub. You know what I mean? It's not like just a regular microfiber or whoever, you know, whatever the raving thing is these days. It actually really scrubs. So yeah, crocheted cleaning rags are definitely the bee's knees if you have a chance to acquire some. I mean, I guess I could make some of those and sell them too. They're just really like crocheted face cloths. And I mean, really, if you crochet, you're just making a square. That's all it is a square. Like, I just winged it. I chained like 35, and I don't even know how. I just went up until it looked like a square. So yeah, I have those. I have a new rag, couple new rags to use. You know, it has to be cotton. It's got to be cotton. Can't clean with none of that frickin' acrylic crap. And now I'm going to be looking out for yarn when I'm thrifting, which I love the idea of doing. The only concern I have, which is a pretty big concern, is my allergies, because I've already gotten yarn recently, and needless to say, I've been rolling all my yarn up into balls, because it does really take up a lot less space. I know you're like, what a waste of time, but no, it really takes up a lot. I fit about 3 times the amount of yarn in the big bag I've got now that I've rolled it all up. So that's what I've been doing with the thrift store yarn, is I started, look at that, I just glued my yarn. I started rolling it up, and whatever, there is something on that yarn, and it makes my allergies nuts. And I've had the same thing happen with fabrics that I've gotten thrifting, so I really don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to make my daughter's basket out of some of that yarn from the thrift store, and then I'm going to wash it. So I'm going to try and survive the basket. Maybe it'll be a little bit better if I'm not, you know, constantly pulling at it and, you know, releasing all of the yuckos into the air, you know. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I have my door open to my shop, so if you hear weird things, I'm sorry. I can't control the weirdness. But yeah, it'll be nice now to keep an eye out for thrift store yarn. It's like, I think now of all of the amazing yarns that I have walked by at thrift stores and didn't buy, it really, like, now that I crochet, I'm like, man, I really missed out. I really should have just bought it and hoarded it till I taught myself how to crochet, but here we are. No, I'm not that concerned about it, but I have found some really great yarns in the past at yard sales and thrift stores. I mean, like the really expensive, you know, $15, $20 stuff. I saw one woman had this tote full of alpaca yarn, and she was selling the whole tote for $75 at a yard sale one time. I'm like, blow my mind. So yeah, that's my crocheting story. I'm sorry, I guess I'm very chatty today. I kind of use these like crafting videos as an excuse to just chat. So, pardon me while I flap my face. Although all of you that watch, you're like, oh, I like the chatty videos. So, here you go, chatting. Chatting. I'm a chatty Kathy. I'm really not, though. Ah, I have another bag. Look at that. We'll use that on another page. What else do I have? Ooh, I've got some gorgeous prints. This came from Paint Girly. I do know that. She sent me a handful of gorgeous papers. Let's finish one, though, okay? I like to try, this is what I like to try and do on my Junktildas, is to finish one paper at a time. So I'll find some stuff. Ooh, I kind of like the serpents, right? Look at that. These are National Geographics. I get them, I say that all the time. These are Reader's Digest image pages, which I sell in my Etsy store, and I sell them for only like a few dollars, and you get like 35 sheets of paper. All of them are pictures, and they've got some really cool pictures in those books. I mean, don't get me wrong, they've got some ugly ones too, but I really try and just put the cool ones in, you know. I try. I do try. I promise. My Etsy store has been doing good, and then it wasn't. Now I'm slow again. So I don't know if I pissed off the algorithms, because I've really been trying to like play the algorithm game. But this week I'm not making the same kind of sales that I've made the last few weeks. Then this woman that I watched that talks about like Etsy stuff that's going on, she doesn't work for them. All of her stuff is speculation. It's not, you know. She's just a very observant seller on Etsy. So she has her Etsy stuff, And I have to put this up here to cover up that fold that doesn't want to lay flat. So she said that there have been other people who have said that the Etsy has done something different for them this month that has gotten them, that all of a sudden got them a surge in sales, and then the sales died off. And like that's what's happening to me right now. Is like, so now I'm wondering, is it because of the amount of listing I was doing, or is it because of Etsy playing around with their, you know, buttons? Is Etsy pushing too many buttons? Is that what's happening, Etsy? Because I'm sure I did piss Etsy off, because I turned off the ads that you pay for. I'm not paying daily. I'm not paying ads. I'm not paying daily for ads. I've been doing it since October, and I realized recently, while doing some bookkeeping, that I've been losing money at it. Like, a lot of money every month. I guess I don't remember signing up for that. And I just happened to stumble on it in my, you know, in my accounting section of Etsy. And there it was, you know, I paid like $90-something since, or no, not since October, but in 90 days, I was paying $1 a day. I paid $90-something, and it only brought me $30-something in revenue, which isn't worth it. So then Etsy says, when I go to cancel it, they're like, oh, but you had, you know, 14,000 more clicks. And I'm like, well, that's great that I got the clicks, but clicking doesn't mean selling. Okay. Look at, I got this from someone's hymnal, Lil Carter. I'm going to put that somewhere. So I shut that off, and I don't know if now, like, Etsy's mad at me because I shut it off. I don't really care, because I'm really working a lot of other systems right now for selling. So Etsy's great for the books, you know, because there's a lot of books that, like, aren't selling through my YouTube channel and stuff. But I don't need Etsy. I don't need their platform. There are lots of other places that I could go and sell things and be just fine. You know, like my Facebook group, for instance, which is down below. You can join my Facebook group for selling. I could start listing my books in there every day, and I'm sure that somebody will purchase some books. You know, I don't need Etsy's crap. They are very nice, and it is convenient to have it all done there, right there for you, but I don't need to partake in their shenanigans if I don't want to. And that's just, you know, what I keep telling myself. I don't need Etsy. I could go back to eBay if I wanted to. I'm not on eBay because of eBay's fees, but I could lessen the fees on eBay and choose to sell more through there. Excuse me. My allergies, like, they're flaring up they flare up suddenly. And it's usually in the form of throat tickles. This is an ATC, and I don't know from who. We're just going to put it here, though, since it doesn't have a name on it. So, yeah. That's my crap right now. But join my Facebook selling group. I'm at like 500 members, and invite people. I did a giveaway last month, and it brought about 100 people in. And then the girl who won the giveaway never messaged me with her email so that I could send her a gift card from Amazon. And I'm sorry, but I ain't hunting people down. And if it's you, then you can still send me your email, and I'll still send you an Amazon gift card. But I don't need to, okay? Hey, look at that. Oh, there's an estate sale next week, and they've got a ton of, like, the printed trims. I say printed. I don't know what would that be, patterned? It says 70s trims, so totally gonna try and make it to that thrift store, that estate sale. I have to try I have to try to make it there because that is going to be awesome. And then, we haven't advertised it officially yet, but next Saturday, Shelly and I are going to have a live sale. And it is going to be awesome. Because Shelly's been going through a lot of her stuff. And I've got a ton of stuff from, you know, the auction house in recent months. So we are going to do a live sale together with all of our fun goods. And Shelly puts together amazing kits, and she's going to have some of her kits. I'm not going to say what because I'm not 100% sure. I ran out of staples, and I don't remember where my staples are. That was painful. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't that bad. So yeah, Shelly's going to have kits. I've got my kits. My kits I will not be doing for cash money in the live sale, but I do have them in my Ko-fi shop. So like for real, get over and check out my Ko-fi. I've been putting blogs too, which, you know, I'm trying to use the blogging feature, first of all, to connect more with people instead of just sharing things that I've got for sale. Look at how crooked that is. Wow. So I'm trying to do more than just list stuff for sale. I'm trying to explain the things that I'm listing and the things that I'm doing. So, yeah, go check that out. Look at this little angel. That is a postcard. This came from Defy for something. I don't know. I sponsored Canvas boards. So yeah. Definitely go over and like my Ko-fi store. You can subscribe. I do have a monthly membership, and like I just sent out all of my March. I just sent out all of my March envelopes. I've got a half a dozen people signed up so far, and I have 2 tiers, a $6 tier and a $10 tier. And the big difference between the two is the amount of stuff you get. In the $10 tier, you get a big envelope full of stuff, and in a $6 tier, you get a 6x9 envelope. And then every few months, I will be sending bigger packages. You know, I'm thinking like, I don't know, every 6 to 8 months probably, I will send out some of my de-stash stuff, like the stuff that I put aside that doesn't sell. I will probably include in stuff like that. And then you get 10% off my live sales all the time, okay? Or any of my YouTube sales, you get 10% off anything that you order through me, through email or Facebook Messenger, 10% comes off of that. Then you also get first dibs on my for sale videos when I post like my leftover videos, or I just did that big linen video. So when I do those, you will get first dibs 24 hours before I go public. I will share the video link unlisted. So you get that link. And you can choose what you want, 24 hours before everybody else. You can get first dibs. Then, also, I'm going to send coupon codes constantly for my Etsy store and my Ko-fi store, just to my members. And another thing I just started, too, for my members, on Ko-fi, I can upload images that you can download and print. So, I have a bunch of printables. They are royalty-free images that I have scoured the internet for, okay? And it took me days. I've got thousands upon thousands of images saved onto a little, you know, thing. And so I'm sharing some publicly, but then I'm sharing others with just my Ko-fi members. So get over there, become a member of my Ko-fi if you want a monthly envelope of goodies. And also, and if you don't want a monthly envelope, just go over there and hit the subscribe button so that you can get notified of all the things I'm doing. And check Ko-fi out, because I'm not going to lie, like, I am really impressed. I am really impressed with Ko-fi. I am loving it. I love the blog feature. I love the being able to interact differently with people. I love the option of being able to upload images and share posts and share news. So just go over and check it out. I mean, just go over and check it out. My link is in the link tree down below. Go look at it. This video is like 400 days long now, so I am going to call it quits, and then we'll come back and do some more of this stuff later on. Ta-ta for now.